All praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim Duna pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide, and a sincere shalom to the elect. Now this comes off the inspiration of watching this video here. Okay, this movie here. It's called Forever Purge or something like that. Right here, Forever Purge. I didn't know this came out like 2021. I think some brothers may have done some videos on this, but I didn't. I don't remember peeping this right here. But yeah, this is Forever Purge. This is something that's as they say, that's gonna come to pass. Okay. So here it is. Some screenshots. They had a. Let me see if I can zoom in on it. Bullets for teeth. There's some bugged out mask and stuff, but whatever. In this movie here, man, you get to see these up and coming events that are gonna happen in America, okay, in Babylon. And this movie is when you watch this movie and you know the scriptures, you could see it. You could clearly see it, okay? So yeah, let me go through these. Yeah, here it is again. You can check it out on Netflix. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Cause I didn't peep this. I didn't see this till like now. You know what I mean? So anyways, let's get into the scriptures, man. And this is why the scriptures tell us that, seek Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai while he may be found, man. Okay, actually, you know what? Let me go into that real quick. Isaiah chapter 55 and verse 6. Seek ye Yahweh while he may be found. Call ye upon him while he is near. Right? Seek Yahweh while he may be found. Because in that time, you're going to need this knowledge and wisdom to be what? The stability of thy times. Isaiah chapter 33 and verse 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. And it tells you back in Proverbs also. So we're seeking Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai early, okay? While he may be found, while this grace period while this grace door is open, okay? While the doors of mercy is being shown unto us. And we're seeking out Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai vehemently. These 2/3, these bug outs, they think this ain't gonna, come to pass. And even some other camps don't push Jacob's trouble. Jeremiah 30 and 7, okay? If I'm not mistaken. But the scriptures clearly tell you to prophesy. They clearly tell you to be a watchman unto the house of Israel, okay? And some people, some of these camps out here, they're not, as we already know, they're not performing right, okay? They're not going by the word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. They're not warning the people, all right? Another thing too, I think Apostle Elder Ramlap had put up a video. We're witnesses onto all these bug outs and false leaders, false prophets arising, because the scriptures clearly tell us about these things that shall come to pass, right? And we're witnessing it. We're witnessing all these camps turning aside onto fables, not declaring the truth onto the people, but rather going on to fables, more concerned about money, all those type of things, right? So we're being witnesses onto all this falsehood that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said would happen in these times. But what are we doing? We're standing firm to the word, okay? To the word that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai has declared through the Spirit onto us, through the scriptures. We're not changing it up. We're not bugging out the doctrine, okay? And it clearly tells you that these things shall come to pass in the last days and times. So, some of these people might jump on and say, oh, you fear-mongering. You trying to push that notion of, I don't know how you correctly say it, but these individuals are trying to make it seem as if we're trying to push a false narrative to scare the people, right? Which really, you should have the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai upon you. And then you'll have that understanding to know, hey, what the Lord said is going to happen is going to happen. It's not about these guys trying to push some narrative. These guys are pushing the word of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay, because when you crack open the book and blow that dust off your book, you wacky-tacky Christians, and you read, you will find these prophecies. Okay? Proverbs chapter 18 and verse 10. The name of Yahweh is a strong tower. The righteous run into it and is safe. Okay? And we always tell you that the name is important. But just because you know the name doesn't mean you're going to be safe. But more than likely, you got the right doctrine. You know? A lot of these guys saying, Christ blessed this and that. Like, that's not his name, man. And more than likely, there's probably holes in your doctrine because you're not proclaiming the right name. Now, when I said more than likely you might be saved, well, you got more of a chance than those motherfuckers out there who's pushing that Christ blessed whatever. And at the end of the year, day and week, we all know it's about the elect, okay? So you might have some of the elect saying that Christ blessed stuff, and then they, you know, the spirit of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, you know, shakes them up or wakes them up, and they come out of that garbage, okay? So, you know, this is what's going to happen in these times when all this calamity is coming down. The righteous are already seeking out Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, okay? Not dilly-dallying like the rest of these people in the world, you know? Salakia. Let's go to Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. Right? While the evil days come not. Okay? Because these evil days are scheduled to come. A lot of you individuals think that, you know, like I said, you take it for a joke. Oh, that dusty old Bible, you know, that ain't true, that ain't real. Because you don't have the fear of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai upon you. You haven't been nurtured right. We've been nurtured right. John 17 and 17. Sanctify them through what? The word. Okay? And this word is healing. Just like we have the green herbs to heal us off the trees, you know, the fruits. Just like we have these good fruits, living water. And the word, and all of that combined is a healing unto us. If you follow the right, you know, how do you say it? Apocrypha, right? You follow the wrong doctor or apocrypha, you done. You finish. Because he's going to give you the wrong balance of herbs. He's going to give you the wrong thing, and it's going to give you an overdose or kill you. Okay? And we're going to feed you with the right doctrine. That's why it says the lips of the righteous, you know, feed, basically. Okay? Roughly phrasing. But anyways, Ezekiel 7 and 5, thus saith Yahweh power, and evil, and only evil, behold, is come. That's what's scheduled for the end. That's what's scheduled for the end of Esau's kingdom, for the end of Esau's world, okay? For his rulership. It's already documented. You know, it's already written down. This is what's going to happen in the end of days of times. And this last, what does it tell you? That Esau is the end and Jacob is the beginning thereof, okay? So the Lord has scheduled evil for this time because this is the last kingdom that we got to go through. The last captivity. And then after that, Isaiah 45 and 17, we're going to have a kingdom without end. Rulership without end. And it's going to be ruled right. Okay? And verse 6, and evil is come. The end is come. It watcheth for thee. Behold, it is come. Right? And we're right at the doorsteps. We're already leaking in like a dirty, you know, out here we got the green bins. You put your food inside of there. Only food and stuff like that. And sometimes the bags may leak because the fruits and bananas or whatever you might throw inside of there, it might start to decompose and get leaky. Okay? and you might pick it up and it's leaking. Okay, it starts leaking. It's only moments before that bag busts, maybe a day or maybe 2 days, maybe 3 days, maybe as soon as you pick it up, depending on the weight. You know what I mean? It might bust because of those holes, right? So that's the same with this society right now. The end has come. It's leaking all over the place. It's tracks all over. It's only just like in Isaiah when it says that at an instant, this iniquity starts like a breach above you. At an instant, it's gonna bust forth. That's the same thing. The Lord is gonna, in 1 hour, He's gonna take this place out, man. You know, and all these conundrums, all this, evil is gonna come back to back to back to back to back. Like, look what happened in Egypt. The waves, bam, bam. Here it's gonna start with that, food prices jacking up, which we're already seeing. Inflation, which we're already seeing. So we're already a foot in to the shit. Okay? You see the race for us ready to bust loose. You see the government, the money system, everything's on its end, on its last breath. Okay? So you'd be stupid not to realize, like, look, yeah, evil is coming, man. This place is about done. Okay? Jeremiah 30:7, at last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And who's going to be saved out of it? The elect, the 144 of the house of Israel. Okay? Remember, it tells you the elect have attained it, but the rest were blinded. Revelation chapter 7 and 4, it tells you only that the elect are going to be saved. Okay? The elect, as Matthew, I think it's in Matthew or Luke, it tells you that the believing husband shall save the unbelieving wife. Your children, those within your household, the elect men are going to be saved, the 144. But the majority, the 2/3, they're going to be done off, man. And they're going to have to come back in the kingdom, okay? So, as it says right here, but he shall, it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's talking about the 144 being saved out of it. Not the whole house of Israel being saved out of it. It's talking about the 144 being saved out of it. Okay? So, yeah, there's going to be a great time. There's going to be a time like never before. Okay? Even, I think I got that down there. Yep, Daniel 12. So at the time of Jacob's trouble, shit's gonna get heavy. So heavy that even Michael gonna have to arise. These things are not a comet. This is not some skit. This is not some comedy show. Like, just laugh at these guys and, oh yeah, that old book, that, this is nothing like that. This is the power of the world, okay? And he's given, through his son, these mysteries unto his men, and only his men are going to understand these things and truly, in all honesty, truth, and sincerity, proclaim this to the world, okay? And like I said, the rest of these camps out here, man, you looking terrible when it comes to topics like Jacob's trouble, the MOTB, which is the major, you know what I mean? Like a major prophecy, man. That right there that's the real tester, okay? If you slip up, you ate pork, and you repented, there's no repenting from fucking taking that chip. There's no, I pulled it out the last minute. No. Revelation 3:10, if I'm not mistaken, okay? You gotta withstand that test. But anyways, Daniel chapter 12 and 1, and at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to that same time, and at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book. Okay? And, these guys out here, they think it's a damn joke when we tell them about these things coming upon America and all this tribulation, these race wars, people breaking into their people's houses for food and whatnot. They think all of this is some kind of like gimmick. Like that was a good one, guys, But when's it gonna happen? Didn't they say that since the fathers have fell asleep, everything's the same? And doesn't it also tell you that what they say? They said that the scriptures tell you that because sense engaged in evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the sons of the hearts of the Son of Man is fully set in them to do evil. Scriptures also tell you that there is no fear of God before their eyes. 2/3 and Edomites, okay? Really, you Edomites, but you 2/3 you join hand in hand with them. So you're going to see what happens at that time, man. The Lord has promised evil onto this world, man. He's promised a time of pure chaos, all right? Is it 15, 14? Yep. Let's get this real quick and then move on to the last scripture. 2 Ezra 14. What was all that noise? Slakia. 1 second. Okay. Slakia. So the Lord has given a promise. Habakkuk tells you, watch out for that vision, man. It's going to come. Okay? 2 Ezra 14:14, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature, and set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet, and what does it tell us also in 2 Ezra? It tells us to flee the shadow of this world. And how we do that? By sanctifying ourselves through the word of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Micah chapter 2 and 10, arise ye and depart. How do you depart? Like it says right here, let go of the immortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, and put off now the weak nature. That's what we've done when we came into this truth. Stand so firm for this word, putting off the weak nature of man. And listen what Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai has said for us to do. Gird up, what is that, 38 and 3? Job, gird up thy loins like a man. So it's not telling you get in a spaceship and fly to Mars. It's telling you put off the nature of this society. Put off the thinking of this society. Your mindset, okay? Romans chapter 12 and verse, what is that, 2? By the renewing of your mind, man. And how do you do that? John 17:17, through this word, man. Through the spirit of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. Now going back into this, verse 16. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. Right. And the scriptures also tell you in 2 Ezra 8 and 50, those who walked in great pride. 2 Ezra 8 and 50, for many great miseries shall be done to them that dwell in the latter time. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. Right. Doing wickedness. Like I said, where's this promise? We don't see God. Well, isn't that in all these signs and stuff? We don't see it. We don't understand it. Well, it tells you that in Matthew chapter 16 and verse 4, if I'm not mistaken. A wicked and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. But you're not going to get the sign. But what did Jonas do? Go and prophesy. Go and speak the words of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. What are we doing? You can't escape, man. Greater evils than those that we've seen now happening. We're seeing a conundrum, a wall of evil just falling upon this place, waves of pestilence. So imagine how much more pestilence and waves of evil is going to come in the latter times. We're in the latter times, but you know what I mean, okay? When all this kicks off. Verse 17, for look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. Right. So as you see an old woman getting older and older and older, and all them wrinkles appear, and she can't even move, she's getting stiffer and stiffer, so the evil shall grow upon this place within the latter times. It's going to come more and more and more and more and more. It's going to get to the point where these police stations are going to be shut down. It's going to be like a Mad Max event, forever Purge event. Okay? Verse 18, for the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. Right, you can't get no more time. Leasing is hard at hand. So that means you can't get no more time. The time is fled far what? For the time is fled far away. Right. So it's like putting a needle pin in between the line where Yahweh Shem Yahushai has drawn it and the time we're in now. It's like putting a needle tip in between it, man. You're not gonna find much more time. It is written for these times for these things to happen, man. Whatever Yahweh Shem Yahushai has issued, he's gonna make good on his part. Okay, we could bring up many scriptures. Was that Numbers 23 and 19? Sirach, was that 39, 18, 16, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, and many other. Whatever the Lord said he gonna do, he gonna do. He gonna make good on it. Isaiah says the same thing too. Whatever goes out in more is not gonna come back void, man. Continuing, for now hastening the vision to come, which thou hast seen. Right, because we've seen it through these scriptures. We've seen it through the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, what's about to come upon this place. Okay? And now the vision hasteneth, man. It's right there. It's like, you know, when people just finish searing off some beef, grilling it nice. It's nice and dark on the outside and dark on the inside. I don't like my beef looking no pink, no nothing. It better be brown to fucking darkish, all right? And that doesn't mean that your meat, when you cook it like that, because if you have experience cooking, you should know how to make it nice and tender and still look like that. Anyways, it's at that point, man, you know, where the chef just brought out the food and everybody got their plate and they're about to devour. All they need right now is just a purr over the meat, you know. One brother or somebody, the chef, to step up and hit a purr over the meat, and that's it. Okay. And hey, man, you people take it as a joke. Keep taking it as a damn joke. Go ahead. It's okay. Okay. So going back into this, and the Lord is pissed off at this place. 2 Ezra 15 and verse 5. Behold, saith the Lord, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. For wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. It says, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth. That reminds me of Isaiah 60, gross darkness, the people. Gross darkness, this whole world. Okay? And the Lord said that he's going to bring plagues upon this world. All right? And they ain't going to stop. They're just going to keep coming and coming and coming and coming and coming. Okay? It's not like, you know, the Lord's going to, you know what? Let me have mercy on all of them. It's okay. They just didn't understand. No. He has scheduled this, all right? 2 Ezra 15 and verse 14. Woe to the world and to them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man should desire to go into a city, and should not be able. For because of their pride, remember going back into 2 Ezra 8 and 50, for because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread fuck is wrong with this guy, Salakia? Because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation, right? So this is the purge right here, like forever purge, man. A man shall desire to go in a city, but not shall be able. You know, you're going to have roadblocks and all these things set up. Just like in the purge, when the army started getting involved, they started to set up roadblocks and going into cities and you know, things weren't as fluid as they were. And in these times, for the sword and destruction draweth nigh, all of that, yo, these people are going to be breaking in. Revelation chapter 6, it's talking about the famine, okay? A penny for a wages of bread, for a wage of bread, right? Yo, people are going to be breaking into people's houses just to steal food, man, okay? And in these times here, like forever purge times, what we're reading about right here, it's going to be horrible, man. Neighbor going to have no pity on his neighbor. He's going to kill his ass and take his food, man, because he got to feed his family, and he got to protect his family, okay? It's all these things are written right here in the scriptures, okay? You can't run away from this. Anyways, I just wanted to get that. Coming soon, forever purge, man. To a Babylon near you, okay? To America near you, man. Esau doesn't just put these things in movies for no reason, man. He knows what's up. He's thinking to play out his own playbook and presenting it to you. But guess what? The prophets of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, we're pronouncing this to you right. We're telling you what's, you know, straight up what's about to happen, what's about to take place. So with that, all praises, all honor, all glory be unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rokah Kodash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone that rule well, and peace and salutation to all the Akim doing and pushing this word in all honesty, truth, and sincerity worldwide. And a sincere shalom to the elect. I hope you're edified. Lord willing, to the next time. Shalom. Wa abad babal.